Okay guys, it is 4:44 p.m. on Wednesday, February 19th, 2020. I just now have all the products to do this. Like, I just got the rest of the products to do this video this week. Not just now, but I might have different products next week when I get paid, but I'm sorry I didn't get to do this video earlier. I was stuck at the dentist's office all day, and I just found out some bad things about my teeth. But the good thing is they can be repaired, and it must run in my family because I'm not the first one in my family that has had in total 7 extractions done. So, and I do properly take care of my teeth. I have trouble flossing though because my teeth are so close together that I can't get the floss in between them without breaking it. But this new guy told me about something called Glide, so I'm gonna find it when I get some money and give it a try. Until then, I'm just gonna stick with the traditional brushing and some mouth rinse if I can find some. But I do got 2 on this side that need to come out, so this is just starting on my right side, so I hope it stops there too. But also, I'm kind of excited because I've never really had all the products to do a full face of Sephora, but now I've got the concealer, foundation, I got a couple blushes and a couple different eyeshadows, which I had the eyeshadows for a while now, but my sister gave me, well, not really another color, but another compact of the same color I had, Smell the Roses, which I'm gonna keep them both because I do love them. And I have this, which I don't look for this to be around much longer because this stuff's already falling apart in the tins and everything, and I'm actually afraid to open it up. I thought it was going to last a while. Of course, 3 years is quite a long time, so I guess I can say that it did last a while. I'm sorry about my cat in the background. She's a little shithead at times, but I love her. What can you do other than love him? You can do horrible things to him, but I would never do that, you know. Starting off, we're using the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. And me and my sister were oddly enough shade matched to the exact same shade. I'm in the color 04 Buttercream, and she is also in the same color. She was gonna give me hers, but then she saw I had one, and she said, well, that was kind of pointless. And I said, well, it's also pointless if you throw it away. She said, I'm not going to. I was going to give it to you if you were going to use it, but seeing you have one and you do use it, I'll either wait till you run out, or if I don't want it, I'll give it to you. I'm like, yeah, simple logic. Don't waste perfectly good concealer on the trash can. Now, I am going to try to make this fast because I actually do have food sitting right here getting cold again. But, yeah. I have the Sephora concealer brush, and I love this brush already. I plan on getting the entire set like this if I can. It will just have to be 1 by 1, I guess. Even if that means I had to sell my other ones. The only ones I'm not parting with are my Harry Potter eyeshadow brushes and my NYX brushes and my MAC ones. But trust me, I have like a crap ton of brushes that I could easily wash and resell. I may only get $10 out of them, but I think the highest they run is like 15 or 20, so that's not so bad still. And I'm still not trying to promote myself, by the way. I don't do that on here, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm not one of those people that's going to go online and say, hey, come check me out on wherever. Do I need money? Yes, but I'm not going to promote myself here because it's against the YouTube policy, I believe. I don't know for sure. I love this concealer brush. I love how one side is kind of like flat and the other side is like round for underneath your eyes. So if you want to do it like this, which I like doing it this way, but it also works this way. I love this brush. I might actually wash my other one and give it to my mom, except for my NYX one because it matches my whole brush set. Come to think of it, I do have a Sephora brush set somewhere. I got a little mini one. Actually, let's pull it out here and see what I got. It's in my caboodles case. I know that because I put it in there for traveling, because it's a travel size brush kit. But I don't have a foundation brush, so I won't be using that. I have, oh, it's not in there. I also have this little one that came with my Museum of Ice Cream collection, eyeshadow collection, sorry. But these are quite cute little brushes. Hold on, I pulled out one of my MAC ones on accident. I just want to get the other one out before I put it back. After I go through my brush collection and everything like that, I will not have a lot of brushes anymore. But I will still have a decent amount, I'm not gonna lie. Just the ones I use though. Wow, that just came open, really? Okay, now I can show you. I'm sorry about that, by the way. They all look like this. These are so cute, I think. This is more like a blush or powder brush. So for my foundation brush, I'll be using one of my BoxyCharm brushes. This is the cleanest one I have, and I actually do need to wash it. And for the foundation alone, if I can find it, yeah, here it is. I will be using the Sephora 10 Hour Wear oil-free foundation. 10 Hour Wear Perfection foundation, by the way. If you can tell, I've already basically made love to it. Because it's almost halfway gone. It's like maybe this use and it'll be quarter way to being empty. But I'm still going to use it. I know that seems like a lot, but that might not cover my gigantic face. We're gonna see. We're gonna leave it out in case we need it, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna get my handy mirror here. The only reason I didn't get to do makeup earlier is because I woke up like really late. And I had to be at the dentist at 9:45 a.m. which for me is hard to do because I have trouble going to sleep early. I tried to go to sleep. I took my sleeping pill at 10 o'clock last night and it still did not kick in until 2 a.m. I'm not even kidding. And I wasn't drinking anything with sugar in it. The only reason it really kicked in at that time was because I drank some sleepy time tea with it. And usually that's what I have to do if I have to get up early and be somewhere and feel fully rested. Right now I just have a headache from being hungry. So I hope my nuggets are not too cold after this. And I got stuff in the washing machine to put in the dryer, and I got 2 more loads to do. I got to wash my blanket and another load of clothes. I'm so sorry I don't post as much anymore. I have ran out of new ideas, but today it hit me because I just realized that I have everything I need in my mind for a full face of Sephora. I wish I had an eyeliner so it could be a real full face of Sephora, but I don't really wear eyeliner that much, and I don't see any point in buying one that I'm only going to use once and then probably resell. I used to have one though. It used to be my favorite one, but I think they quit making it. It was a Sephora waterproof. It was a regular eyeliner. It was retractable. It was $15 for that one tube of eyeliner, but it was the performance of the eyeliner that you're buying. My mom likes this one eyeliner that only costs $4.45 from Ulta Beauty, and I was going to surprise her with it today, but I had to buy my medicine because I have an infection in my gums. I don't know how, but my gums started swelling up really bad last night, so they made me an appointment at Aspen Dental, and they told me I had a lot of things that needs to be done, including some crownings and stuff like that. And I'm okay with crownings, but I'm not about to sit there and do them all in one day and sit there for 9 hours. Not unless I have to. Like, if they can do it all in one day, then I'll do it. But I really don't want to sit there all day, just laying there. It gets hard on me. Sorry. And I'm not bashing the place or anything. I've actually never been there before except for today. And from what I can take of it so far, they're pretty nice. So I'm not going to bash the dentist or anything, or any of my previous dentists, because they're all very nice. It's just that some of them, from South Carolina in particular, and I'm not going to say like in bad words, but they didn't do very well performances, and I'm not bashing them. I think they just needed more practice. Like, they were brand new dentists, just opened, and 5 years later I should hope they have plenty of more practice. If that makes sense. Like with makeup, you need to practice until you're good at it, or you're comfortable with what you do. Like, I'm comfortable with how I do my makeup. Like when I have to do my eyebrows that are super thick, this is what I do. I just brush them down with a comb, and if I have a clear brow gel, which I do, but it is actually so gross I might throw it away. Let me put this back. Oh yeah, $1 elf brush. This won't change. I'm not buying one of these from Sephora unless I can afford it. Of course, it doesn't matter because it does the same stuff. I have one by Maybelline. I spent $7 less on that one at the time. The Maybelline one is about this tall. It's actually about the size of this. And it costed $8. So, you know, this versus one that is about this height, or size, I mean, I think you get a win-win for only like $1 to $2. Okay, now we're going to do my eyeshadow, and I keep my individuals in here, but I have another palette somewhere. I forgot about the Museum of Ice Cream palette, but I'm not going to use that today. I'm not in the mood for it. Let me show you what all I got here. Like I said, there's only 2 that are the same, but the rest are completely different. I might actually give one to my mom because my mom did like the color on me. So, we got this one right here. This is the Smell of Roses, the first one. We got this one right here, which is called Girl Talk. That's actually what I'm going to use, so I'm going to put that out. This one is called Ice Queen. I bought this a couple months back. This one is also called Smell of Roses. And so you believe me, I do have 2 of them. I know they look like different shades, but they're not, actually. One's just got dirtier compact in it. This one is called Sweet Candy. And this one I know is called Hollywood Calling. So I'm probably going to use Ice Queen, Hollywood Calling, and whatever the other one was. I don't remember right off. Girl Talk. Why can I never remember that? I had one called Pillow Talk in the past, and I mistook it for Girl Talk. Come on, Nuggets. Stay hot on me, I mean. Not cold. Okay, now I'm going to take one of these, and it is brand new and clean. I just had them for a while. It was actually in my case. And I'm going to do what an eyeshadow look I used to look like when I would first do eyeshadow. That would be the darkest to the medium color to the lightest. So the darkest, which is Ice Queen, will go on first. And this is how I used to do my eyeshadow. A cousin actually taught me this. If you're watching, thank you for teaching me this technique. But please know I am not ripping you off. I am actually going to do it my own way. I might actually pull out one of these Smell of Roses colors. Sorry, I can't see very well out of this eye, so I gotta do it this way. I know it looks creepy. I'm not trying to look creepy. I know it's like super late in the day to be doing your morning makeup, but like I said, I was gone literally all day until about an hour ago, and I wanted to settle down for a bit. And I haven't even logged on to my game console yet, and that's saying something because usually I log on like as soon as I wake up to either watch storm videos, to get into the spirit of storm season. I know that sounds crazy, spirit of storm season, but to each their own is the way I look at it. And I know it's kind of like stupid to say, well, I like sitting here watching other people suffer. I don't. I like to watch the storm itself. I'm mesmerized by the, for example, tornado or the hurricane. You know, I'm not mesmerized by people getting killed. I'm not like that. That is a gross thing for people to make an assumption about me. Alright, now I'm going to pull out the color Sweet Candy. Reminds me of that song by AC/DC, Sweet Candy. I should remember the name of that now because that's on their latest album, Rock or Bust. And I can't wait for their new one to come out. I am so freaking excited. I'm going to be so crushed if I can't buy it though, because I am a mega fan of AC/DC, hence my username. It's just really, really hard to sit here and wait, you know, on them to release an album. But we don't even know what it's going to sound like. We know it's going to sound good. I mean, it's AC/DC. They've never really disappointed. Hold on, I'm trying to do my... Let me show you here. Sorry about that. It's better for me to do it with my left eye because I can see better out of my left eye than I can my right. So I did half the black color and half the gold color, which is called Hollywood Calling. I put that one on first, and the other one, not Sweet Candy. The Sweet Candy one will go on my eyelid, but it will be a different part of my eyelid. Girl Talk will actually go in the center of my eye, like a crease. Sorry, I'm picking at my nose. It's starting to itch really bad, and it's starting to run. I think I might be coming down with something, so please forgive me. I'm not trying to be disgusting or anything. It does that every single video, and I just opened the color Girl Talk, and I'm putting it on with this little brush here. My mom has a set just like this, and she mistook mine for hers once and took it out of my case, and I was like, where the hell's my little brush set? She said, oh yeah, I made a mistake and thought it was mine. Sorry, here, take it back. And I'm like, yeah, well, it wasn't. I paid for it. This is not showing up very well. Actually, I got an idea here. What I'm going to do is mix the two colors, Girl Talk and Sweet Candy, by doing this and putting it on my eyelid, like the crease, I mean, and then giving it a little bit of definition slash gold coloring. I'm very tired right now, and my mouth is starting to hurt again. And it's said to take the antibiotic 3 times a day, and use Tylenol or ibuprofen, but responsibly use it. And I'm not irresponsible. I mean, sometimes I am, but who among us in the world is not sometimes irresponsible? I mean, if you can name somebody who's not irresponsible, then they are an alien in my mind. But, and who knows, there might very well be some always responsible people. I mean, sometimes people just like to have fun, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sorry. I'm going to use this color Girl Talk now on my lid, and this puffy, like, brush. I mean, I have a shit ton of brushes to wash, and I'm sorry for using the S word, so I may as well add these 4 little brushes to it. These might take in total 10 minutes to do, because they're so little, and there's not so much to wash off of them, because they've already been washed. They just haven't been used in a while, because we have not gone anywhere. And even if we do go somewhere, I'm likely to bring them and my favorite big brush kit. Because I do have a caboodles case. I keep forgetting I have 2 of them actually, but I might get rid of one for money. Now you see, that's kind of like I was going for right there. You can't see it very well because my light sucks. Hopefully that'll change like soon, because we are talking about moving and we are thinking about Florida. Oh my god, I'm so excited, but I'm trying not to get my hopes up super high because my family really does kind of want to stay here for a few more years and work on like stuff getting paid down, and then, you know, maybe buying another house in Florida. And I kind of don't blame my mom, because, you know, her work is up here. Even though she could transfer to another unit, that would be like pretty easy. She'd get referred to one, or whatever you call it. But I kind of do see what she means by wanting to pay some stuff down. So I mean, I've always wanted to live in Florida and South Carolina, but we can only afford one house. So at this moment in our life, I think that even if we just move 40 minutes away from us, I think that it will just be as great. Be just as great, I mean to say, because it'll be a fresh new start, a fresh new house, a new neighborhood, people to get to know us, to know us for the people we are, not the ones who are related to us who lived here 30 and 40 years ago and were not very good people, is all I'm going to say. But I would really be excited if we could move to Florida or even South Carolina. Maybe even Myrtle Beach, North Carolina, because it is close to South Carolina and I hear it doesn't get that cold there. I don't know, though. I never really lived in North Carolina. Actually, no, I take that back. I lived in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and even on the coldest day, it was still pretty nice there. Here's a little thing you don't know about us, and I don't remember discussing this part of my life on camera. But I'm going to try to, but if I get distracted because of my mascara, because I'm going to do that real quick. So I should probably just tell you after I do it. I'm using the Sephora Lash Craft mascara, by the way. And the eyeshadow palettes were the Sephora Colorful eyeshadows. That's all I say. Sephora Colorful Glitter. Let's see here. Yeah, they all say that. Oh, this one says colorful shimmer, so I'm just going to call it the Colorful Collection, because I might buy more in the future. I love these eyeshadows. They work great. But when we first lost our home to the unfortunate circumstances, I call it, we were basically like flies on the wall with our RV. We lived in Colorado before we decided to come here, which I'll skip to that after. I'll get to that after I tell you this. My brother offered to let us stay where his trailer was in North Carolina. He had a nice double-wide trailer, and it was his like first house away from home. It was a rental, but it was still the first home away from home thing. But then a thing happened where basically home was brought to him, if you know what I mean. His landlady charged us an extra $350 a month to park our RV there so that we could live in our RV and live in his double-wide trailer, which was quite a large trailer for it to be a trailer. It had 3 bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms in it. At this point, my sister was not living with us. So basically, I got the RV to myself because him and his roommate had their own rooms, and Mom got her own room, and Mom let me stay in the RV because I said, I don't want to be in the house with everybody. I want to have my own privacy. And she said, well, since I can see what you're doing in the RV, you can actually stay out there if you want to. If you need to do your laundry, you're not going to the laundromat on your bike, though, because you're 10 years old and somebody will kidnap you. Or not 10 years old. I'm trying to think of something else that happened when I was 10. I'm sorry. No, I was like 16 when this happened, so you could say I was about 16 and a half when that happened. I'm sorry, my mind is not straight today. I mean, not thinking straight, I meant to say. But she said, because you're young, I'll just say I'm young because I don't remember the exact age I was when we had to do this. This is a harder eye to do, so I need to get closer, it looks like. Because I don't want to poke myself in the eye. I'm already having enough pain in my jaw. Okay, I think that's good enough, sorry. She let me stay out there. And what she did was, she pulled it into the front yard and hooked it up to like the sewer and the water and all that stuff, so, and the cable, so it would be like I was living in my own little house. And technically it wasn't little, because it was still about, I don't know how big it was. I want to say it had like 2 bedrooms in it, or 3. Now, we've had multiple different RVs over the last 3 years. This one was like a Newmar Dutch Star kind of one. I don't know. I just know I've seen pictures of it, and they were nice. And I'm not even kidding. This one did look like a Newmar Dutch Star. I'm cleaning my mascara tube off, by the way. I've always done this. Even when I was living in the RV and couldn't afford to buy new mascara after the incident, I call it. Oh, shit. I think I just got some on my ring. Sorry for the S word, by the way. But then anyways, his landlady kicked him out because she said having 4 people living in one house was too much. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Excuse me again for cussing. But usually that's what rents out a 3-bedroom place, is people that have 4 to 5 people with them. I mean, what's the point of having 3 bedrooms if you can't have, for example, a mother, a father, and 2 or 3 kids, or however many kids you have? It's like, seriously, do you not know your facts, lady? 90% of American families have 1 to 2 children in them. Or 90% of families in the world, usually. I'm not saying all. Oh yeah, I'm using the Sephora Colorful Glitter blush in the color Heated. This is the one my sister gave me, but I was going to use the one that was called Love Child that I used to have, but I figured that this matched today more better than any color I have in my whole collection of blushes. And I love blush and eyeshadow. I love the whole yard of makeup, but, oh, sorry, I don't buy a lot of new foundation anymore because, it's become very pricey, and I figured, why would I buy more bottles of stuff that I had, or when I already have some that I can use until they're gone? And I just now emptied one of my NYX ones last week, and I took it out yesterday because the garbage was full, and I said, okay, 1 little bottle is not going to make me take the trash out that day, and it was completely empty. It was actually blowing air out. As I had tested it on my brush before I threw it away to make sure it was completely empty. Because, you know, I don't really like to waste makeup unless it's on accident. But anyways, I threw it out. Back to where we were living in North Carolina. It was actually near like Camp Lejeune or something like that. So it might not have been Jacksonville. I know it was near Jacksonville because that's where we would go shopping. And, then, you know, like I said, the landlady kicked us out, even though we were paying our half, because my mother got, and still does get, retirement from used to be the state of South Carolina, now it's the state of Ohio, is all I'm going to say. Sorry about that. Then we ended up going out to California for about 6 months. And the thing about that is my sister did not actually have a place we could park beside her. So we had to rent an RV park out there, and then we, for some reason, I don't know if we got kicked out or if they decided to just move to Colorado. because my mom was actually on the hunt for a different house. I don't really think she cared about the area it was in, as long as it was a good area. Colorado was pretty nice. There was a lot of things to do there, but I'm not a cold weather person. I've never been one and never will be. So I'm not bashing Colorado whatsoever. It's just that it was, you know, the Mother Nature, I guess, is bipolar out there. Sorry, I had to add a little bit more blush. I didn't make it look even. I think this is more or less like a sheer tone shimmer blush. It's probably exactly what it says on the back. I didn't read the back yet. I just read the name and then went on. Okay. Moment of truth. No, it just says blush. Heated, long-lasting. Heated is the name of the blush, by the way. Heated, long-lasting blush. Sephora.com, and then it's got a bunch of it's got the blush, the word blush translated into a bunch of different languages. Actually, I need to put these little eyeshadows up before I lose them and I go crazy, because I lost them probably a year ago and I still can't find them. I found one of them so far. I found one. But that was it. And I'm sure once we pack up this house to move and everything, we'll find it. So, from now on, I just keep my individuals in here. If you have something like this, I would suggest doing that. And if you have a lot of individual eyeshadows, blushes, or if you even have a lot of mascaras or eyeliners, I used to put eyeliner in here, but I got way too many for that now. And I got way too many individual eyeshadows. And I think that's more important than the eyeliner, because eyeliner is more replaceable than eyeshadow, because it's a lot cheaper depending on the brand. And I never really cared about like high-end brand eyeliners. Like, do I have some? Yes. Am I going to get rid of them? Absolutely not, because very rarely can some people say they get high-end eyeliners or mascaras. How did that happen? I just screwed up. Now I gotta figure out a way to put my MAC paint pot in. Oh crap. Excuse my language. Again, of course, that's not as bad as the other words, as I've said. I even keep these in here because their case broke. I have a brand new pack of them. You think I would just open them all and dump them in here, but I'm not smart enough to do that, I don't guess. These are all brand new. And I dropped one in the floor, so that one's garbage, just like the one I used. I'm trying to get rid of them and start my new ones. I don't know why, because if we move and go on vacation this year, or go on vacation, whatever, I'm gonna take those with me instead of like a lot of brushes. So these two are trash. Okay, all of these are going to go back in my little caboodle case here. This is my favorite one because it reminds me of what I had when I was a kid. I absolutely adored having it. I thought this was the best case you could buy. It is a great case, like for starters and for traveling, until I got I thought that anyways, well, I still think that it'd be perfect for traveling because we don't have a very big RV now. We only have one that's got like a set of bunk beds and a master bed in it, and then a small kitchen. That's maybe a kitchenette. There's not even a full-size refrigerator in it, I don't think. I might have to go back and look at the video. I have not used it yet. I have not been in there yet to do anything. My family went on a trip to Colorado and I stayed home because I have already been to Colorado like a bunch of times after we lived there to visit my sister who lived out there and now lives here. Sorry, I'm trying to... Let me put all this back real quick. I like trying to put it back because I get really close and personal with you guys. I know it's creepy, but whatever. Okay. I did have to put my eyeshadow brushes that I never used back. And my mascara. I learned that putting your mascaras in here and your eyeliners in something like this is a lot better way to keep track of all of them than having them sprout out individually. So, this is my eyeliner and this is my mascara. I might just put them all in the same bag if they'll fit. Okay, now I'm taking this off because I can't stand having an apron on for too long. Unless I'm cooking, then yeah, I turn it on. Damn it, put it on, sorry. Okay, now we're gonna do my lips. I don't have very many Sephora lip products. Somewhere around here I have the Museum of Ice Cream collection, and I had just realized that they were all by Sephora last week, so technically I didn't even need to buy this when I did. This was like $10 I could have saved. I know I sound cheap. It's the truth. I'm a tightwad. I can't help it because right now we're borderline broke, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not normally a tightwad. I'm normally like, yeah, buy whatever you want, you know. Now I'm like, do I really need that? I needed to get some astringent and some of those cotton rounds today. So I spent some money today. That was it. Hold on, I got something in my mouth. Sorry, you guys did not need to see that. I'm actually curious to know where these other... Okay, there they are. I got them. Let's see this one now. Smell it. Hold on. Wow, that looks good. Let's see here in the mirror first, and then I'll show you. I actually love this lipstick color. And it is a lipstick because it's dried like a lipstick. Also, I wanted to say, let me try to do this. Today it has been 40 years since the passing of Bon Scott, and today is also Tony Iommi's birthday. He is now, let's see how old he is. Tony Iommi. Today he is 72. Wow. Hold on. I just now found out he has a daughter named, let's see, Tony Marie Iommi. That's cool. Smart, actually. I actually grew up listening to these guys. Black Sabbath, AC/DC, you know, all of them. If you haven't noticed that by my previous videos and my username, no, actually that's for another account, I'm sorry. I will openly admit I do have another profile, but it is specifically for music. But looking back on it, and I'm pretty sure I have said this in a video, I probably should have started doing makeup on that channel because it has like 180 subscribers and climbing. Or 170, something like, between 170 to 180, and climbing every day. I get a notification at least 5 times a week that somebody new has viewed or subscribed to my channel. And I'm like, why doesn't it do that for this? But then I'm thinking, oh yeah, because it's not all the way always logged on to my profile here. But, well, I just wanted to do this. Say that about those two gentlemen. I can't believe it's been 40 years since the passing of Bon Scott. I know there's a slight line, but it's only because I'm actually starting to get a little bit tan now. I don't know when I'll do my next video because I'm kind of becoming busier and busier by the day, and sometimes I just can't do it because I don't feel like it, you know. It's not that I'm being lazy or not that I hate YouTube. I love YouTube. And if I knew how to do it properly, I would do it more better than I do. Like, if I had a better setup, which hopefully that will change when we move, hopefully, because I already said that even if we move to a place that's only like 40 minutes away from here, slightly further north, I want my own bathroom. So hopefully I'll have a better recording studio. I know that sounds wrong. I'm talking about like the houses that we've looked at on Zillow. All 3 bathrooms have double sinks on them. So that means that some of them have the little vanity area in between them. So I could put one of my Sterilite drawers on wheels underneath there and my whole makeup case and put everything in there that I need to do makeup and hair, which I don't really do my hair like any differently. This is like, I'm sorry about all the mess, by the way. I don't know why it's all sticking up and everything like that. This is about the most different I do it. Of course, I'm trying a new product right now, so it could be because I didn't put mousse on it. Of course, this part's not frizzing that bad. It's slightly frizzy, but so that's good. But let's see. The time is now 5:27 p.m. Thank you for watching. I don't know how long this will take to upload. I am so sorry. It is a 43-minute video, but usually I don't know how to edit very well. I'm going to learn eventually, but until then I'm still going to keep doing videos this way. It's still 5:27 p.m. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.